Okay, so I actually meant to start recording earlier today, but I kind of procrastinated and was really caught up with YouTube. The algorithm has just so many things, that they recommend that I want to watch. So I've been there for a long while, and I've been postponing the script and whatnot. I actually had to write some stuff down, uh, just because I can't remember what I want to talk about. So without further ado, let us begin. I just want to warn anyone who is going to continue to listen to this that I am talking about uh, Gypsy Crusader. The name doesn't sound familiar to you. I In a nutshell, he was a former freelance journalist turned extremist. But I'll get to explaining a story just a little bit more. So, there are many things that I want to talk about, but my mind is constantly forgetting them. They are interesting, well, to me at least, but hopefully someone out there might enjoy it too. So I figured that I share a little bit of my experiences here and there so that you might be entertained. Perhaps take away a lesson that you can utilize in your own life. In my years of being alive, I've had many regrets looking back in time. A lot of missed opportunities. I could be living in America right now with an education, probably living a better life than I am at this given moment. But I might have not learned the experiences that depression and anxiety um, has taught me. You know, there are only certain things out there where you have to experience it to understand. I feel that depression and anxiety is difficult to understand, but it's not impossible for those who have not been through it to understand. It is possible for them to, but it's hard. It's not easy. You really have to fit yourselves into the shoes and of the person who's having it. You have to think like them. If you can't think like them, you'll never really understand what their actions, that the meaning behind their actions, their thoughts and whatnot. So, yeah. While I was typing the script, words such as that I attempt not to use, I fail horribly at doing so. I try to rack my brain for ways to restructure the sentences, but it causes me to really tire out very, very quickly. So, the topic that I was talking about at the start, Gypsy Crusader. Yeah, he was once a man with a noble cause, but his life took its toll on him. He began to slowly wear down. The cracks began to show. Now he's a fragment of his former self, currently confined to his self. Life was not kind to that man. Disappointment and distrust in the people that, he trusted led him astray towards extremist ideologies. And, well, as funny as his online quote unquote persona and quote unquote jokes are, they faintly hide the scars that he harbors underneath. He's a pained, very hurt. He's very hurt. He's unbelievably scarred. Life really was not kind to him, despite him having a very earnest, noble cause initially. It was YouTube that recently recommended me the VODs of the former streams he used to host on bitware.tv prior to his arrest and confinement. And that got me thinking, could he have stopped himself from spiraling downwards? Was there a way, was there like some help that he could have received, someone he could have talked to? I felt like it was just one bad event after another that slowly broke his mental down and just caused him to be led astray. And I feel bad for him because prior to all of this, his extremist ideologies and confinement and whatever, the drama, he was a very earnest reporter. He wanted to report on the truths that he wanted to show to the world, but the circumstances just weren't right. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time, and because of all these events, it caused him to spiral downwards. I'm not sure if he could have escaped it somehow. I'm not sure if there were the right people around him, but as we know right now, he's in jail. We don't know the situation. I joined his announcement group and just a couple of hours ago, and it was some former moderators posting some updates with regards to him, saying that Gypsy Crusader, or his real name, Paul Miller, has received the words of his supporters well, that he's happy and high spirits. Let me pull this up for a second here, because I am curious. I am very curious. Bitware.tv. If you gotta, it's not Bitware. It's Bitwave. Sorry, my correction there. It's Bitwave.tv. Bitwave is an open live streaming service for creators to freely express themselves. I am not entirely sure of this particular stuff, but where is Gypsy Crusader? There he is. He has a Discord group, Telegram. Sorry, there's no way he has a Discord group. I meant to say Telegram. View in Telegram here, and the latest update that they gave, that they ask for the people who support him to wait until the details are confirmed rather than speculation and false theories. There is not a whole lot of updates, but he's very much confined. He's in jail, and man, it really hurts to see someone who genuinely and honestly wanting something, but is constantly denied, betrayed, and misrepresented, to the point where he turns against what he stood for, stood against. He turned into what he stood against, to the point of becoming what he didn't want to be, the very thing he despised. It's a sad story. I don't know. I just wish that I wish the best for him right now. I do not support his extremist ideologies although I am an advocate for free speech, but just because you have the power to speak freely doesn't mean that you're not responsible for what you say. You can speak your mind, whatever you feel, whatever you think and believe in. No problem, no censorship. But you are responsible for what you say. If it offends someone or a group, you are responsible for it. Those are words coming from your own mouth. You must understand the implications of what you say and take responsibility for it. I think that's where I stand for in terms of free speech. That's what I stand for. So Gypsy Crusader is certainly very interesting. A sad story. There is no denying that. But yeah. Sure, his jokes are extreme, but like he says in his videos that he's serious about it, but in some of the videos, I'm not sure of the chronological order, he actually kind of breaks down in a way and it tells everyone on stream a little bit of a backstory, saying that, is this what I really want? Do you think I enjoy this? Do you think I think it's funny? That is what he said. His words, not mine. I'm sure there was a video out there for you to look up. I've watched it. I've not linked it. I'm a bit terrified about, like linking links to like extremist videos and everything. I find the jokes funny if they're just jokes, but if it stops becoming a joke, it stops becoming funny when people are hurt, physically hurt, they are discriminated. That's the problem. So yeah, it's a sad state of affairs, and I really hope that I don't go down this road. I see myself as having honest intentions in life, and I hope that with all the trials that I've been through and the trials that I've yet to face, it will not cause me to lose sight of that honest intention, not to corrupt it, not to thwart my heart away from it. I want to stay on the path, and I want to keep working on it. So yeah, I think that's something that I can take away from all of this. Life is tough. Life is very hard. And when you're dealt a bad hand, honestly, you can try your best to play it, but it might not even be enough, and you'll just end up on the terrible side of things where you have no longer any control of. In a way, you can be very unfortunate and end up on the wrong side of things, and no matter what you do, there is no way out. But for the most part, in almost everyone's lives, there is a way out. You just have to keep looking for it. You have to keep pushing for answers and keep pushing until you can no longer push for anything else. When you have exhausted every bit of energy in your being to find a way out, when you have absolutely nothing left, no more opportunities or anyone to help you, then I guess you can call it quits. But till then, do not stop fighting. And for the people who do, for the most part, they break out of it. They're successful. They overcome their weights. They overcome their inner demons to become the better, best version of themselves. Life is not fair, but I believe that most of us, when we try and we try our very best, we will get somewhere. We will improve. So keep trying until you have nothing left. Absolutely nothing left. When you can think to yourself of every single option out there, but nothing comes to mind when you have zero. And I guess that's where you call it quits. Until then, don't give up. So I think that is the message or thing that I want to share today. I am a bit happy that I can talk a little bit more about it, not stammer or hold incredibly long pauses like I did in the past 2 videos. I'm glad that I'm able to do something today, and I hope that this message reaches out to someone and causes them to push on in life, to overcome all of the bullshit that they're given, basically giving life a middle finger and say, fuck you, I'm better than this. Or I can be better than my current shitty self. I can get out of the situation. That's a message I hope for people to take away from this entire thing. So that's it for the little bit of an audio log here. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for listening. If you've made it all the way through the end, I know I repeated words here and there, kind of beat about the bush, but it's a point that I really, really want to drive through. Sometimes people don't understand. After being told once, they need to be told twice or thrice, or again and again and again until they get it. I am one of those people, and I feel that there are other people out there like me who needs to hear this. So, with that being said, thank you again. And I hope that you can take something away from this and become a better person who can defeat their own demons and overcome the hurdles. Take care, and bye-bye.